Greetings and welcome to Studio G. My name is Maurice and welcome to this live video. Excuse me. In this video, we're going to be discussing several things. We can have a discussion. You also can come on the video live and speak on video. If you see the URL and you know how to use SteamMate, you can come on here live. So, there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. It's Thanksgiving week. The elections are over, so it's time to prepare for the holidays and to prepare for a new year. Okay, and so first off, I want to thank everybody who helped support the channel. If you would like to support the channel, you can hit the super chat or super thanks, or you can send a cash app to $DPG Media. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what this live is gonna entail. We're gonna be talking about the SNAP updates, the checks that you're gonna get this month in December, stimulus plus Social Security. We're gonna talk about the veterans. We'll have a little bit of news about student loans. We're gonna talk about Medicare. We're gonna talk about the SSA.gov website, and we're gonna talk about all the companies that have been laying people off this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my computer and go ahead and get started. Okay, guys. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Let me put your text up. Glad you're here, Crystal. Okay, so right now on my computer screen, we're on the USDA website. Okay, and so they've already started compiling the list for the PEPT um extensions for December. And so far, there are only two states on there, but we're not even out of November yet. But the two states are going to be Oklahoma and Oregon. Okay. Hi, Adam. How you doing? Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate it. Okay. So again, the two states are Oregon and Oklahoma. Now this is November's. Now hopefully you guys have already gotten your November SNAP benefits, and you're already doing your Thanksgiving shopping. You don't want to do it at the last minute. So you want to go ahead and start shopping now before they run out of turkey and ham and all the stuff we like to eat for Thanksgiving. But these are the states currently who have the PEPT extension. And I know I did a video previous to this about California, and they're going to be paying out December 18th. Okay, so if you guys um, are wondering, for the people in California. Okay, next up, I want to tell you about some. This is not good news, but it's good information to know about all these companies that are laying people off this year. And so it's good for us to know and keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on with some of these companies we're using, whether some of your family members may be affected by these layoffs. So I was able to find a big list, and here it is, of all the companies. Let me make it a little bit bigger. All the companies that are laying people off this year. Now, I'm not going to read through the entire list, but I'm just going to name out some of the companies that I know of and that I've heard of or that I've used. Okay, so we got Cisco. Okay, they're laying off 4,000 employees November 2022. Carvana, I had a friend who bought a car from them, and they're going to be laying off 1,500 employees. Foxconn, they make the iPhone. That's why it's hard to get an iPhone 14. If you're in the market for an iPhone 14, it's going to be hard to get one because they're freezing their hiring. GE, 5% of their employees. Amazon is going to lay off 10,000 employees effective November 22nd, November 2022. Twitter, Twitter is in a complete chaos right now. And the reason they're in a chaos is because when Elon Musk purchased the company, he didn't anticipate that the employees wasn't gonna like him in charge. So they're just quitting. Okay, what else here? I haven't heard of these companies. Offer Up, I've heard of Offer Up. They're laying off 19% of their employees. Meta. Meta is just Facebook renamed, and they're laying off 11,000 employees. That's a lot of people. Never heard of any of these companies. Uh, let's see. Open Door. I've heard of Open Door. They're laying off about 500 employees. Okay, Microsoft laying off 1,000 employees. Starry Inc. about 580 employees. Now, I found this list on intelligence.com. It's spelled INTELLIZENCE.com. So Zillow, who completely ruined the real estate market, are going to be laying off 300 employees. And if you're wondering why I said that, because they put inflated prices of houses. Allegedly, they allegedly put inflated prices of houses up. Credit Suisse, I've never heard of them, but they're laying off 9,000 people. 9,000 guys. So we are actually in a recession, but it's kind of light right now. HelloFresh laying off 600 people. Peloton, the bike people, they're laying off 500. And so this list is so long that I'm not going to go through the entire list, but this is a lot of people. There's probably over 100,000 or more people. This is a long list. Okay, next up. Okay, and I showed this in a previous video, but I want to show it to you right here on this live in case anyone has a question. So as you know, the COLA raise takes effect on January 1st, 2023. But we all know January 1st is a holiday. So if you normally get your check on the 1st of the month, instead of getting it January 1st, you'll get your check on December 31st. Okay, so you'll get a check on December 1st, and then you should get another check on December 31st. So that's why it's two payments in December. Now, the kicker is on that December 31st check, that's where your COLA will be. So your first check in December will be your regular monthly payment, and that second check should be with your COLA increase included. Okay, guys, so I wanted to bring that, and that's SSI. That should include Social Security payments except for retirement payment. Now, retirement payment people, you get your checks on different Wednesdays. But everybody else who normally gets their check on the 1st will get their check on the 1st of December and on the 31st of December. Okay? Now, next up. If you live, and I did this video yesterday, and I keep telling people about this. And the reason that I do is because I don't want you guys to miss the deadline. Now, this is only for Delaware. If you live in the state of Delaware, if you have friends or family in the state of Delaware, you need to apply for this stimulus check. You have until November the 30th. If I were you, I'd go ahead and start. Because once you miss the deadline, they're not going to keep waiting for people to put in the paperwork. And like I said in another video, a lot of the stimulus money from the states are stimulus that you have to apply for. If you don't apply for the stimulus for your particular state, they're not just going to give it to you, because they want to stop a lot of fraud and scams. So they make you apply for it so they can go through the paperwork and have something on file. So that's what's going on in Delaware. It's over 700,000 people can get this $300 stimulus check in Delaware, and you got about 10 days to do it. Okay? Next up. Okay, so I want to talk about two changes to Social Security, and this mainly will affect people who retire, not SSI and not SSDI. This is for retirement people only. And I found this article on the Motley Fool. You can go there. Their web address is fool.com. And what YouTube does, they do not like me to read verbatim what the article says. So that's why I'm simply sharing to you. I already read the article, and the two changes for next year, and it's mainly, like I said, it's going to affect people who are still working and haven't filed yet for Social Security, is they're going to have a higher wage cap. Okay, so that's for right now. The wage cap is at 147,000, meaning if you make 147,000 and under, that's what get taxed for Social Security. Once you pass the threshold of 147,000, they don't tax you anything. That's right now. But starting next year, they're gonna have it at 160,000. 160, 200. 160,200 will be taxed for Social Security. Now, the problem with that is you have a lot of people who make way more than this, and they're not getting taxed for Social Security. So that's a problem, and that's why they can't give you guys the proper raises. They can't give you guys the proper things you need for Social Security because they're not taxing all income levels. Okay? And the next thing that's going to change next year is they're going to have a higher income requirement to earn your work credits. Basically, meaning, I think right now you have to make $1,510 to get a work credit. Starting next year, you'll have to make at least $1,640 to get a work credit. So those are two changes that are going to happen next year. And this part of the article stuck out to me the most. Okay? Pay attention to Social Security changes, because when the rules surrounding Social Security evolve, it can work to people's benefit or not. So you want to keep yourself educated on what's going on with Social Security. You want to make sure you know what's going on so you don't miss anything, or so you don't get caught just not knowing. Okay? So that was that. Okay, for my veterans. Okay, this is for the veterans. Veteran helps others find success after military service. So this guy here, he started a veteran service, and he's going to start helping families. Well, let me just read the first part. Let me just read the part that he is investing, and he's going to help people make money and have jobs and stuff. He was a veteran, and so he's just doing a good deed, helping other veterans, and that's how life should work. Once we get successful, we should reach back and help other people. So kudos to this guy, Alex McKendra, helping out the veterans. Because when you're a veteran and you come out the service, sometimes you have a hard time readjusting to civilian life. Okay. Now, if you're just joining the live, I need everyone who's in the live video chat now to do me one favor and click the like button. If you click the like button, that'll help me. Okay. You don't have to donate a super chat. You don't have to do a cash app. If you can just click the like button, that'll help YouTube know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's it. That's all you got to do. Click the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be doing a lot of things to make the channel better, try to constantly inform you guys of what's going on. So I'm going to pause for a minute and ask, does anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions about anything that I've said, or that you're wondering, either about Social Security, about SNAP benefits, about stimulus money? If you have a question, I'm pausing now to be able to answer someone's question. Also, if you want to join me live right here on the video, all you got to do is click that link that I have pinned to the top of the chat, and you could join me live. I'm going to unclick it and click it back up here. so you can see it. Okay, yeah, you can join me live. You don't have to show your face, but you do have to speak, and you will be on video. Okay, but if anyone has a question, I'm open to any questions right now, and I'm gonna try to do these a little bit more frequently. And also, guys, I want to cover other news because I can't cover stimulus and Social Security every day. There's other things happening in the world that we should know about. So I'm gonna be kind of like a reporter for you guys and let you know what's going on in the world, what you need to know, what you should know, dealing with the economy, money, inflation, maybe some entertainment, maybe some trendy news, because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world besides stimulus and Social Security. And I don't want to get caught in a bubble and not know. Okay, Sandra, let's see. Let's see, we have a Cassandra Matman. What's your question, ma'am? What question do you have? I see you just typed in food stamps. What would you like to know about food stamps? I'm open to any question. You just let me know what you're wanting to know. But until you type in your question, I'm gonna continue on with the broadcast. Okay, next up it is student loan forgiveness. Now, this was a campaign promise that the president actually tried to get passed, but it's getting blocked by federal judges. If you have a friend, I know everyone has a family member who may owe student loans. If you don't know somebody who owes student loans, it's probably 6 degrees of separation from you knowing a person. But what's going on with it now? The Department of Education has sent people who applied for student loans and got approved an email letting them know that they were approved. However, until the student loans gets hammered out, that it's just in limbo right now. It's just in limbo. Adam, I don't know if they're red judges or not. I don't know, and actually I don't know the law well enough to say. I think it would be a good deed to help people. It's like a helpful thing, like debt relief. So if they could pass, is there any change to food stamps? Yes, Sarah. Where do you live in? I can help you with that. What state do you live in? I put up the. Let me go back to that screen. Put up the PEBT for December. It's only 2 states so far. Okay, and then for November we had these 35 states. Now most people should have saw a slight increase in their food stamp allotment starting October 1st. It just depends on your state. I know that the USDA passed a COLA raise for food stamps because of the inflation on food. Yes, what state do you live in, Sandra? If you could tell me what state you live in, I could tell you whether your state is on the list. Now, so far, it's only 2 states on the list for the PEBT emergency SNAP. But the November has about 35 states. So depending on what state you live in, Sarah, it just depends on whether you'll get those extra food stamps or not. It's all based on the states. The states are ran just like separate entities. Answer for Florida as well. Please, Snap. Okay, Randy, you live in Florida, correct? There is nothing for Florida, and I believe the reason is because of Hurricane Ian, and your state had a catastrophe a while back, and they're still sorting those things out. But your state does have what you call disaster SNAP, and if you live in certain counties in Florida, they will be giving you extra food stamps. West Virginia, You live in West Virginia, Sandra? Yes, West Virginia is on the list. Let's open it up. Let's see what they say about West Virginia. So West Virginia is on the list for PEBT. I think the date, I think they already got it. Okay. I think West Virginia already you should check your SNAP card. Check your card, Sandra, because I remember seeing West Virginia on the list. Again, guys, if you're in my live chat, I really need you to hit the like button. Okay, that's the only thing I'm asking you guys to do. If you're in my live chat, please hit that like button. Okay, please hit the like button. That helps me out. That doesn't cost you anything since you're here anyway. Hit the like button. But back to you, Sandra. West Virginia, you need to check your card. There should be some PEBT on there. And as for you, Randy, in Florida, again, Florida had the pandemic EBT. Let me see. The hair that is left to snap open for most 2 weeks. Okay, so what you want to do is contact your department of the state that handles SNAP. So let me show you something. Let me show you guys something here. Let me show you something. I want to show you guys something. Well, let me go back to this. Let me go back to that. And then I'm going to open up. Let me open up. I'm going to show you guys the map. I'm going to show you the map that I have. Okay. Show you guys the map. Okay, so I'm about to bring up a map, and I could put the link in the chat, and it's gonna give you. Let's give it a second here. I'm gonna bring it back up. Okay, so this map I'm showing you right now, I'm gonna put the address right here. I'm gonna put it in the comments. Just give me a second. Okay. That map that you see on screen right now, and now I put a URL up under it where it says https www.fns.u. That map will show you how you can contact your SNAP office. So like Randy, you live in Florida, so you would click on Florida, and it's gonna give you all the information. If you need to call them, this their number. If you want to do an application online, okay. If you need to know the website for Florida, this show you how your SNAP card or EBT card looks. So I'm gonna leave this up for you for a minute, Randy, and this gonna be the number you call right here. This 866-762-2237, and then the web address is right here on screen, right up under my name where it says Studio G with Maurice. Okay. Let me see. You had another. What can you tell us about ERP? What's ERP? I don't know. I'm not sure if I know what ERP is. What is ERP? If you could explain it to me, I could tell you about it. But in the meantime, I can show you guys this site. So this is a very good site. If you know someone who needs to apply for SNAP, you just send them to this web address, and they could do everything online. Okay, they can do everything online. They could check on their case. You're gonna get a case manager, and when you get your case manager, you want to stay in close contact. And I keep saying this, and I don't know if people understand what I'm talking about, but since I got y'all in live video, again, I need y'all to press that like button. Press the like button, okay? I need this video liked. But okay, so when you get ready to fill out your SNAP application, or if you get ready to recertify for your SNAP benefits, you want to make sure you're filling out your paperwork properly. Okay? You want to make sure that you're doing the right things with your paperwork, because if you don't fill out your SNAP paperwork properly, unless they need to ask you a questions, they're going to take whatever you tell them and they're going to determine your amount. Okay, and once they determine your amount, you can appeal it, or you can, speak with them about it, but you want to make sure you're doing your paperwork correctly. Okay. Jose Jimenez, is this for New Year nor for Christmas? Okay, so I'm gonna need to, when you guys ask me a question, I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific. So if you ask me a question about something, say, hey, I'm in Texas, what about Snap for Texas? Because if you just start throwing up questions, and I'm not knowing what you're speaking of. So Mr. Jimenez, I need to know what state you're in. I need to know a better formatted question, sir. Okay, so if you ask me a question that I could, because you just said, is it new for, let me see, ISS1. Yeah, so I can't make that out, Randy. ISS1. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna need you to, okay. You said a PPP alternative. I'm not sure about that, so I hope you're not spamming the chat, but it's no PPP alternative. The only PPP alternative would be a small business loan through the SBA. If it's anything else, it's probably not a good thing for you to get involved with. Anything besides, if it's not a PPP loan, then it's need to go through the SBA. So it's a big deal. Please cover it fast, cause it is. Yeah, so that's not what my channel is about. I mainly have people on this particular channel that are Social Security recipients, SNAP recipients. I maybe have a few people who have business loans, but that's not something we cover here. Okay. Back to Mr. Jimenez. If you could be a bit more clear on your question, I'll be able to answer it. But again, while I'm on this site, I want you guys to check out the site. Let me put it back up on screen. This is the site that I'm on right now. It's a very good tool. Because like say, I live in Tennessee, and when I click on it, it showed me the SNAP card. It showed me the number to call. It got all this information. It's in various languages. If I wasn't in Tennessee, just say I was in Utah. Same thing. It's going to show you how the SNAP card looks for Utah. It's going to give you the number to call, and it's going to let you fill out your application right here online. So this is the web address. You should see it right here on screen. Okay. And if you have questions, even if you have a problem, they're going to have their number on the little pop-up window for your state. So it doesn't matter what state it is. Vermont, it's going to have a number. It's going to show you how the Pacific card looks. And another thing, guys, and I talked about this in another video, please be careful with your SNAP card and its information, because you have a group of people out here trying to get people SNAP cards, and they want to take those cards and get those numbers, and they can start ordering stuff online and maybe through DoorDash or whatever websites take EBT cards. So guard your EBT cards and check your balances once a week. Okay, check your balances once a week. Only use approved websites and approved places to use your card. You don't want to get caught up in these scams. Okay, thank you, Randy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Randy. Yeah, you don't want to get caught up in a scam during the holidays with your food money. That's nothing to play with. And like I was telling you in the other previous video, a lot of states do not like to replace your SNAP benefits because they don't know if you're telling the truth or not. See, because some people mess it up for everybody. Well, they'll spend their SNAP benefits and maybe say, hey, my SNAP benefits got taken. And so now they're really hard on it. It's only a couple of states that will replace your SNAP benefits. So you want to make sure you're guarding your card. You're not just using it at random places, and you're not just using it on random websites. Only use trusted websites. Okay? So here I am on I'm going to put this web address up too. And I want to show you the wealth of information on this website. Okay, I just put the web address on screen. It should pop up. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that's the website I'm on now. It's the SSA website, guys. And you don't even have to be on Social Security to be able to use this particular website. It's a wealth of information. You can replace your Social Security card here. You can contact the Social Security Administration. But to be honest, it's best to just go to the office. Most cities have a Social Security Administration office, but if you can't make it, you can do a lot of things on their website. And this is their website. I'm just wanting to show it to you. I think I did this in a previous video, but they've really been rolling it out. It's really been a good asset to everybody. So I'm just really showing it to you just for information. And this right here, how to get help. They got the frequently asked questions. They got the my Social Security. So this where you would click it when you log in. So when you come to the site, you want to click right here where it says sign up. And this is a government secured website. This is the official website, so you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. I know some people kind of skeptical, but this is the official Social Security website. The web address is ssa.gov. Okay, so I want to show this to you guys. And they also have a newsletter. And I forgot how to get to it, but if you surf around this site, you'll be able to find it. And it has a wealth of information. I mean, it's a very good site. You can contact them. You see this. You can help. You get all these little stuff here. They even got a calculator for you to calculate your COLA raise and everything. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys that. Be sure you check this out if you're on Social Security, no matter which type. You could be Social Security retirement, SSI, SSDI. You could be getting benefits from a deceased parent. It could be a number of things. This website is very useful for you. Okay, I want to show you that. I showed you this. So I think I've been on here 30 minutes, guys. I'm usually doing 30 minutes at a time before I go. Okay, yeah, here's something. Which to choose, Medicare or Medicare Advantage? Now, since I don't use that service, I don't know a lot about this, but I'm sharing this article with you, and it's located on the NewYorkTimes.com website, and it says open enrollment for Medicare plans ends December 7th. Okay, so if you haven't picked the plan yet, it's time for you to do that. And again, since I don't use this service, I'm not sure what to tell you on what to pick. You just have to do whatever is best for you. I just want to bring this information to you guys. Okay, anybody here who hasn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay, just hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. I appreciate you. You guys don't know how much I appreciate you. Okay, so that's why I take my time and do this. Okay, so let's see. I think that's it for today, guys. Unless somebody got a question, unless you have a question for me, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I think I did 34 minutes and some seconds. So I want to thank anybody. Before you go, hit the like button. This live video will also be put up as a regular video. So if you missed anything or you want to watch it again, you can. Okay, I appreciate you guys leaving comments. I'm gonna go one more time for questions, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Do I have any other questions? So let me know if I got any questions, cause I'm gonna wind it down. Okay, here goes. The scams are even from EBT cards are very bad. Yeah, they are. Yep, I did a video about it the other day. Is some states, like I said, some states are giving people refunds for their money, but you got so many people who may be some people. I'm gonna say some people, a few people who may be dishonest, and they maybe sell their benefits, or they misuse their benefits, and then they may try to get more benefits. So that's why it's hard to get them replaced. So I think it may be on a case by case basis, but since it's so prevalent right now, some states are just go ahead and reimbursing you. But I want you guys to be very careful when you use your car, especially during these holidays. Especially, and another thing, you need to check your grocery receipt and make sure you're not getting overcharged. I've went to a grocery store. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't want to slander them. But they charged me like 5 times for one item, and I didn't notice it till I got home. So you guys read your grocery receipts and make sure your grocery receipts are accurate. Okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you again. I'm gonna be doing these a lot more. I might do them every day. I don't know, but I want to thank you guys, and I hope everybody have a great evening. See you guys later.